Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I've recently realized that I miss Germany so much. It's been 8 years since I've studied there, and it's been like almost 5 years since I visited. I decided to recreate my memories. I decided to sit down and remember 40 most common phrases in German. I know you like this format, so this video is about phrases that Germans use every day, and if you use them, your speech is going to be more natural. So if you're interested, please continue watching this video. Now I'm gonna start with two phrases that you just have to know. I hope you know them because they're really basic. So Guten Tag is the way you greet people, and this means, hey, hello, Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
The second phrase you normally tell people is wie geht's, and wie geht's, if you translate, is how is it going, so how are you? But if you want to be more informal, if you are meeting with your friend or with your colleague, you can say was geht ab. And if you translate it word to word, it's like, what's going on? You can also hear that in American English, like, hey, what's going on? So in German, that would be, hallo, was geht ab?
Was geht ab? Was geht ab? Was ist da los? Wer ist noch da?
A very standard answer that we haven't learned at school, but I had a private tutor who taught me that. She said that Germans use es geht, which is, I'm fine, it's going well, so es geht. And I think this is one of the most common ways to answer the question, was geht ab? You just say es geht. Another phrase is, if you want to be more specific, you can say mir geht's gut, which means that I'm doing well, I'm doing fine. Now, I'm gonna talk about a phrase that is really typical for the place where I studied, and I studied in Dresden, which is Sachsen, and they like to insert those small fillers, and one of the fillers is na, or in Dresden they say nö. So if you want to sound more German, add na to everything. For example, when you were explaining something and you want to make sure that the person understood, you can say na, alles klar, which means, so did you get it? Now we are slowly approaching words that are intermediate, upper intermediate, and almost advanced. Now this is a phrase that you have probably heard, and it goes like, ich verstehe nur Bahnhof. This is an idiom. So idiom is a phrase that you do not translate word to word. You have to know the meaning. Ich verstehe nur Bahnhof. If you translate word to word, you will get, I only understand the train station, which has no sense. But in German, if you say ich verstehe nur Bahnhof, it means that you don't understand a thing. In English, the equivalent would be, it's all Greek to me. So for example, when you're in a company of friends and everybody speaks German and you're just a beginner, you can say ich verstehe nur Bahnhof, which means you don't get a thing.
Ich verstehe nur Bahnhof.
Another great phrase, Germans use it a lot, aller Anfang ist schwer, which means every beginning is tough, which is true. But when you're studying something new and you're struggling, for example, you're studying to learn German and it's going really slowly, you can write on your wall, alles Anfang ist schwer. And this is gonna help you, it's gonna motivate you to overcome those difficulties. Now, if you've been to Germany or if you've met a German in your life, you probably know this phrase, and this is Prost. This is the same as cheers. So when you drink German beer, when you want to cheer, you say Prost.
Prost.
A great way to say no, if you want to sound more informal, is to say Neeee. So you don't say nein. Nein is very formal. Yes, this is the standard word. But Neeee is, again, really informal. You can use it in the circle of friends. Somebody asks you, do you want to go somewhere? And you're like, Neeee. Another great phrase is auf jeden Fall, which means in any case. Auf jeden Fall gehen wir nach Los Angeles in einer Woche. In any case, we're gonna go to Los Angeles in a week. Another filler word, when you are thinking of something and you're kind of agreeing with the person, but you still have some doubts, you can say na ja. For example, somebody tells you something and you're like, na ja, aber ich wollte das nicht machen. If you translate it into English, it would be well. So well, yes, this sounds good, but I didn't want to do that. Word number 13, I think only Germans have it. I don't know, Russians maybe have it as well, but the word is Jein, which is ja and nein together, which is like yes and no together. I don't think there is an equivalent in English, but Jein, again, if you are in doubt, you don't want to agree, but you don't want to disagree, you can say Jein. The next word is one of my favorites, it's chillen, and if you know English, and you should know English because you're watching this video, it's the same as to chill. Thinking of an example. Was willst du machen? Ich will chillen. What do you want to do? I just want to chill. When somebody invites you to do something and you want to go, you can say, ja, ich bin dabei. For example, when somebody invites you to go out, you can, instead of just saying yes, you can say, ja, ich bin dabei. When somebody starts annoying you and you're like, come on, dude, relax, you can say, Entspann dich, which means relax, come on.
Entspann dich. Entspann dich.
Now we're gonna go into the awesome synonyms. So there are several ways that you can say awesome in German. Instead of saying schön or wunderbar, there are other words that you can use. First word is geil. Geil means awesome, as I already said. The second word is Fett, and you can use it in the meaning of awesome. And the third word is krass. It can have a negative meaning as well. When something is really disturbing, you can say krass, but normally it's a really strong word for awesome. When you are sick of something, when you're tired of something, you can say, ich habe die Nase voll. Die Nase voll haben means to be sick of something, to be tired of something. And again, this is an idiom. You do not translate it word to word. This doesn't mean that something is stuck in your nose. This is just the meaning of being tired of something. The next phrase is Bock, haben, and it comes with the preposition auf. Ich habe Bock aufs Essen, which means, yes, I would like to eat something. Bock, haben. Another phrase, I use it in English all the time, fingers crossed. The equivalent in German is jemandem die Daumen drücken. Ich drücke dir die Daumen, which means I'm keeping fingers crossed for you.
Ich werde dir die Daumen drücken, dass du bestehst.
When you want to tell somebody to wait a little, you can say einen Augenblick bitte, which means can you wait for a twinkle of an eye, like for a really, really short period of time. Einen Augenblick bitte. Okay, now we're gonna go a little into the phrases that you would use if you're traveling to Germany, if you are buying stuff and you want to ask somebody for something at the shop. When you want to know the price, you say wie viel kostet das, which means how much does this cost. Wie viel kostet das? When you go into the shop and the shop assistant approaches you, he or she will probably ask you, was möchten Sie? Which means, what do you want? What are you looking for? The next one, really useful for Americans traveling abroad. I've just realized that some banks actually charge you a foreign transaction fee when you use your American card abroad to pay in a foreign currency. It's safer to carry Bargeld with you, which is cash. And if you want to ask if you can pay cash somewhere, you can ask, darf ich mit Bargeld bezahlen? Can I pay with cash? This way you're going to be safe, you're not going to pay this foreign transaction fee. By the way, if you want to travel to Germany and if you don't want to be just a tourist who just walks around and looks at beautiful palaces and houses, but actually immerses in a German culture, I would advise you to take a language course. And when I was 18, I went to Germany, to Berlin, to a school called WS, and I took a German course there. I stayed with an amazing local family, and the story is, you know what their last name was? It's not swearing, it's their last name, it's fuck, it's just the same spelling, F-U-C-K. And when I first said it, I'm like, is it real? Then I realized it's a German word. Yes, this is the last name, but that was so hilarious. Yeah, they were amazing. They were like the best host family in the world. They didn't speak a word in English to me. They just used German, so I had to practice and practice all the time. So if you want to go to Germany, check out the link below. LinguaTrip was inspired. LinguaTrip is my company, and it was inspired by one of these trips when I had to look for everything myself and figure out the school myself, accommodation. Link will be below, and I will be super happy if you use our website to travel to Germany to practice your German. So imagine you're already in Germany and you went out with your friends to get some, I don't know, Wiener Schnitzel to eat and get some beer. You're finished with your eating and you can say, Die Rechnung bitte, which means check please, can I pay? And when the waiter comes in, he says, for instance, 20 Euro, which is 20 euros, and you give him 25 because you are generous and you want to leave some tips, and you say, stimmt so, which means, please take my money, I don't need change, it's okay, this is your tip, stimmt so. But then you suddenly realize you want another beer, and you can say, noch eine bitte, which is one more, please. When you find yourself in a crowded place and you want to apologize to people that you have to kind of push them to get through, you can say, darf ich mal vorbei, which means, can I please squeeze in, get there, sorry. When you need help, you can ask, können Sie mir bitte helfen? Can you please help me? And when you're meeting a new person and you want to say it was nice to meet you, you can say Schön Sie kennenzulernen, which means it was nice to meet you. If you have a friend in Germany and he has his birthday, you can say Alles Gute zum Geburtstag, which means happy birthday, I wish you all the best for your birthday. The next phrase is super easy, but again, if you are dining with Germans and if you wanna wish them a good meal, I don't know, again, in English, this is not a really common phrase. You would say enjoy your meal, but I feel that in Europe, people use this phrase even more. In Germany, you would say Guten Appetit, which means enjoy your meal. When you agree with somebody, you can say ja, which is yes, but you can also say Ich stimme dir zu, which means I agree with you. Another idiom that Germans use a lot is Der Zug ist schon abgefahren, which means the ship has already sailed, it's gone, I'm sorry you missed your chance. Another one that I struggled to learn for such a long time because for me it didn't make a lot of sense from the start, but when you agree with somebody, as I said, you can Jein, you can say na ja, but if you want to be more complicated, more proficient, you can say Eigentlich schon, aber. Again, this is the way to say you're kind of agreeing, but you have some doubts. Eigentlich schon, aber. This is time that we finish our videos, and here are some ways to say bye in German. Bis später means I will see you soon, see you soon. Mach's gut is the equivalent of have a good one, have a good day, mach's gut. And your favorite one is tschüss, which means bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching this video up to the very end. The useful links will be below. Please check the description out and let me know if you enjoyed watching this video. Let me know what kind of level of German you are at now, because phrases really depend on your level. So if you are more advanced, I will do more advanced next time. If you're more beginner, I will do more beginner phrases. So I'm waiting for your comments. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel to learn more amazing phrases in German, and I will see you soon. Bye!